Yeah.
Summer's gone. The breeze stops blowing. The sun just leaves the sky.
Yeah, this your life, you can play with it. You make your bed, you gon' lay in it. Do your thing, just be safe with it. Triple bunks in the state prison. Blue laces in my blue chucks. I ain't never gave 2 bucks. BT, I chunked the hood up. Asking if that nigga Nip hood, what? Like I wouldn't take it to the back with you. Same nigga walk the track with you. Same nigga shot a strap with you. Same nigga bought a sack with you. 19 touching 2 birds. Alpinas off a few swerves. Gray leather in my white Lincoln. Shit smelling like a new purse. 2 C's on my bitch shit. My money rising like Bisquick. 6 words help you get this. Rich rapper on some crip shit. I pray for blessings as a young nigga, not to learn the hard lessons of a drug dealer. Triple life with a gang enhancement. The judge triple white and he hates your blackness. He slammed the gavel with a racist passion. Got you waiting on the pills, but your patience passing. And all you got to offer is a fight. It's too late to run to Christ once you caught up in this life. Look.
So fix the world now.
Look, don't cry tears, they don't fly here. And if you don't die here, you supposed to fly Lears. 365 here is like a dog year. No wonder why these niggas 20 and got white hairs. Stressing like they 40 and some change. Slowly in this game, all my homies is in pain. And Brody is the slang, but it don't mean he your brother. It don't mean you can trust him. It don't mean that he love you. And we was raised wrong, but we stayed strong. And when we kept it real, we got faked on. And when we showed up, we got flaked on. But why them niggas story getting cake homes? I bet my life I'm a dice shaker. Electric lights on a skyscraper. It's up and downs for a real nigga. But you'll be lame all your life, hater. Mac 10 in my black Benz. Show me signals of betrayal, can't be back friends. Long flights get my mind right. Victory to me is when you spend your time right. Victory to me is when you get your grind right. Victory to me is when you get your minds right. Niggas got this shit twisted like Jean-Michel Basquiat destroyed his pictures. Self-inflicted homicide, don't pull the trigger. I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute. Regardless what you into, regardless what you been through, I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute. Something to contribute, something to contribute.
And that was Nipsey Hussle, Face the World. Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to the very first episode of the VVS Flow, where we bring the clarity to the real. I am your host, Sasha Dymond, and I am so excited to bring you an amazing show today. I just wanted to first start off by introducing what the show's all about, as well as introduce my guests. So I wanted to give a little bit of background. I have been trying to create different platforms for myself to be able to showcase freely and, utilize my skills as best as possible while still assisting other people in their crafts. So I'm all about teamwork and I'm all about partnerships. And I think that it's just a real thing here in Toronto to be able to accept partnerships as they are and, support one another. So I've created this platform to be able to have other entrepreneurs and other artists and, just people that have like minds about different subjects and, different possibilities and opportunities come together and, wrap it up a little bit. So this has come into fruition and I'm so excited to share it all with you guys. So I want you guys to listen in. Our show is going to be hot. Tune in.
Me? Okay. My name is Toni Francis.
And my name is Allia Janay Christie.
And thank you for joining me today, ladies. So today we are going to be talking about women in the film industry and just self-starting as a generality. So we're going to be kind of talking about the Canadian indie film industry and just how women of color and women, period, how they, have to face the different barriers coming up in an industry. And we're going to focus on film today. Cool. So what we are going to start with, ladies, is, yes, the women in the film industry. How do you guys see us growing together if we join together? How do you see us growing together within the next 5 years? Where do you guys see that happening?
Well, I would definitely say that like minds, those who kind of have the same type of, creative spark about them, kind of similar like genre or interests or style of creativity, those people should definitely find each other and kind of click together and see what they can come up with, whether it's small, whether it's like big, but you can always start small and let it grow, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. And I also think that it's important for women to actually put it out there what they're doing. A lot of the times as a creative, we're kind of in our own minds and we're sitting at home and we're writing a script, you know what I mean? And we're filming things here and there. But if you kind of let people in social media or in your world, let them know what you're doing. Somebody may see them like, oh, I didn't know you were into that. I have a friend who does this and blah, blah, blah. You guys should connect. Or I was kind of interested in working in film a little bit. Do you need some help? But it's like, if you don't put that out there and let people know that that's what you're doing, then nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, and then that goes to support. Like we're all thinking about how can we join together as women to, create a bigger picture for us to be able to, be versed in different aspects of film. Let's say there's women that kind of feel like nobody's doing what I'm doing, so I can't really share my creativity with this person, but they're not taking the opportunity to go out there and actually find that type of creative. And
I would say to those people who feel like, if there's people out there that are not doing what I'm doing, that's even more reason why to do what you're doing.
Right. Yeah, and share it. Because you can inspire somebody too, right? We're like, oh, wow, you were brave enough to put that out there. I wanted to do this for so long and I never did. And giving that inspiration to someone
crazy
else.
Partnerships.
Right. That you would never know.
Yeah.
That you would never know. And also giving opportunity to your fellow colleagues, even especially if you know that they do have this sort of dream and maybe they're not doing anything right now, but through conversation, through a time that you interacted with them, they did bring that up. Like for instance, like I'm working on like a really short film right now, and there's somebody who I went to school with, and I know she loves film, but again, she hasn't done anything in film for years, but I needed help. And so I reached out to her and I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. Want to know if you're interested in it. And she's like, yeah, like I'd love to be on board. So when you, even something small or big or whatever the case is, giving that opportunity to other women to flourish. Ava DuVernay, I'm sure you guys know who that is, on her series Queen Sugar for her second season, I believe it is, second or third season. And I think she's done this throughout, I'm not sure. But especially for this new season coming up, she has hired all female directors. Right. Yeah, which is an amazing thing. Yeah. And she said, if I have the opportunity to do this, so I'm going to do it.
I agree.
I like that.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of the times, I know that a lot of people in film just come to Toronto, period, to film. Well, not to mention the budget's way better, but that does create opportunity when you're pulling people in from other film countries or highly filmed countries. You're trying to create an opportunity for them to be able to travel, go back and forth, but they don't create it at home. That's what kind of scares me sometimes. They kind of take the creativity out of here and they go out, on the outskirts and create the amazing film and then kind of bring it back to screen. But I think in Toronto, we just need more women that are like willing to come forward and kind of be like, you know what? I want to create this kind of film. Yeah. Don't pick up and say you're going to go to the US to create it. Just because it's been done there before, it might be a little easier. Creating that type of opportunity here, and as hard as it might be, when you solicit other women and say, you know what, I want to do this. Who's with me? Right. We need more of that kind of attitude. I think we're in Toronto.
I agree. And then that will definitely keep the ball rolling for more women to just put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Put themselves forward. Well, with saying that, do I get to plug in what I'm doing?
Yeah, what?
Of course. Of course.
Okay, so I've got my, I guess you could say, small production company brand, Queen Lost Queen Found, which is Queen Lost Queen Found Films, but there's also photography amongst that and various other things like writing I'm doing as well. So I've kind of branded it under the Queen Lost Queen Found, and I've got an episode under something else that I've created, which is called Stage and Parlay with Allia Janay, and I'll be discussing health African and Caribbean health
Nice.
in the first episode. So I'm gonna put that out there. So this is my plug-in.
Shameless plug, guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. She's like, so is this the time? Because I got something to
I do
say.
it now. That's all right. That's all right.
Cool beans.
No, but yeah, I think that especially indie things like that, just starting little, like it doesn't need to be like, I feel like everybody feels like it needs to be a motion picture. It needs to be a feature film in order for it to be mentioned.
Yeah, no.
And things like PSAs and commercials and just
Those
little announcements are enough.
Look at Issa Rae as an
Boom.
example.
Boom.
Right there. Like, you know what I mean? She started off on YouTube and not the greatest, cinematography and not the greatest actors, not the greatest audio, whatever. But she had a great idea, great concept. She had some support. I don't know if she put in her own money or got some grants or whatever that they do over on that side. But there's opportunities to do that here. And she put herself on YouTube, this free platform where how many billion people watch?
Yeah.
Like millions of people watch, YouTube a day. And so she put that out there and made a name for herself, and with that success,
look at
where
her
she
now.
is now. She's
Yeah.
golden.
All it takes is a mention, ladies. That's all it takes is the mention.
Yeah, it's that one opportunity where they're like, wow. And a lot of times you gotta put in that work. Like, some people don't want to start because they know how long it's going to take.
Yeah,
they know how long it's going to take. Yeah.
I think a lot of there's a lot of women that get scared about the different aspects, like, because you become the producer, right? You're becoming the producer to your film, the producer to everything. Your pre and post work, all these types of things scare them, and wearing all of those hats like halts you. Like, I have to be the distributor. I have to be this.
Not
that.
me.
And
I
makes
love
them
it.
stop. I know.
I love it. I like taking control.
Working from like the paper all the way to watching it screen. Like, even if it's just that little 2-minute clip that you're
100%.
doing. Just like in little projects, like placing yourself in a project that allows you to, just work on your editing even. You know, like, you may not be the best editor. You may not know all of the software and the programming and all of that, all of the coding and all that good stuff. Just do it. Just go and play around with it, whatever type of editing program that you use. Like, go into it. You made a film. Like, you can literally make something small. It may not be something you want to distribute and broadcast out there. Yeah, and you keep going.
Because you don't want your first try to be this huge production. You've gotten all this funding from, I don't know who won't give you that funding. But say, for instance, you trip and you fall and, look at that funding.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then it's this huge project and all these people are looking at you and relying on you to, for a project that they're putting their name on as well. And you're fumbling and don't know what you're talking about because you didn't want to start small. So
People are just overzealous. Like, sometimes just hold it back, be patient, and take your time with what you want to, like, think it through properly.
And it's fun. Like you said, it's fun. It is fun watching it develop. And then, like, there are lots of filmmakers that don't like to write it down. It's all up here. Yeah. And they kind of just need, I guess, that person to be able to visualize and actually articulate it on paper, So I think, just, I guess my advice to the women in film that haven't actually started or kind of thinking about it, you guys just step out of your comfort zone and you guys start somewhere. Speak to a friend, kind of, look at, the meetup groups and, going on Facebook and looking for, women of like mind and women in film. Like, things like that, Google is your best friend.
Yeah, 100%.
Use it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just look for groups. Like, there is no, I feel like even the smallest things, like the weirdest things, there are groups for everything.
There's definitely groups. There's definitely groups for everything.
Yeah.
And then also to speak to the women who are not the beginners, who are, maybe 4 or 5 years in.
Right.
One of the important things that I've kind of learned is to know when to say no to something. Like, once you've found your way and found your footing, like, you can say no. Like, I've had projects come to me in film and they're like, hey, like, looking for a producer, here, take a look at it. And before, when I was kind of just starting out, I would be like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, I'll be that, you want that, okay, cool, I'll do that sort of thing. And it was so kind of cool, I guess, to be able to say you know what, this kind of this particular project doesn't speak to me. It's not inspiring to me. It's a great idea, and I get where this is coming from. I love, all of the elements of it, but for whatever reason, it's not inspiring me, and I have to say no, because then eventually I'm just going to fizzle out.
Right.
Or I'm going to flake or whatever. Like, I most likely won't flake. Once I say yes to something, I'm committed. But then I don't want that forced commitment where I'm just like, oh, God, I got to show up.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So it's important also to, once you kind of gotten to that stage of your career, to know when to say no.
I think I was at that element, like my first year in casting. Oh my God, I felt like I was saying yes to everything. And I know that you have to have a focused, when you're a casting director, you have to have a focused genre, whether it's comedy or horror or what have you. I felt like my first month, I had like 3 horrors, 2 comedies, and like, I'm like, they don't mix and mingle, guys. I can't do both.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then while I'm doing all of this, the back end stuff, like say I'm going to casting workbook and I'm looking for my people now, and I see some of the actors and I'm like, okay, some of them are kind of like, I'm versed in everything. I could do this. I'm like, that's wonderful. Oh my God. It was hard. It was some of them, the directors kind of liked using them for both. Like I had one director coming to me for like a comedy, and then he had the horror film was a short film. And he's like, you know what? I'll use the same actress for both. I'm like, that might be a little bit spoiled because you're putting out the films at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And it just doesn't make sense. And then I found myself getting in between the producing part of it. And I'm like, let me just I'll dial back a little bit. And I got a little confused, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just play the role this way. Yeah. And I'll say yes to just this kind of, and it seemed that I was kind of doing the more the drama type of films or documentaries. That's what I found myself kind of falling into. Cool. So I think the first year being the yes man definitely makes you learn. Yes. I know that it's easier said than done. A lot of people, like, you're starting your business immediately and you're kind of just like, I'll take whatever comes to me, and you're just, it's hard. It's hard.
You have to use your discretion, I would say, for sure. Definitely what you said about speaking to you. I had a friend that just told me she turned down, like, as an actor, she just turned down a McDonald's commercial. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But the money was good. Yeah. But it's discretion, right?
Right.
Yeah. Can't take everything.
Yeah, you can't take everything. Exactly. And it's a little bit of a boys' club still. Like, when I'm... because I just pay attention to things. People, I'm like one of those people who kind of lurk in the background on Twitter. I know who everybody is, kind of in the city, but nobody knows who I am.
I know you.
I'm such a lurker. But I like to pay attention to what's going on, and still those bigger opportunities. There are some females out there doing their things. Like, shout out to Kashmir. She just she did a CBC documentary called Deeply Rooted about her family back in Nova Scotia. I was supposed to go to the screening. I couldn't make it, but it's premiering on Tuesday. I don't know when this dropped. Tuesday, February. Yeah, on CBC.
Okay.
Website. Yeah.
Nice.
The 7th. Tuesday, February the 7th.
Okay.
So she's a Black female director and filmmaker. So that's awesome. So there are some women that are doing their thing.
Yeah,
but it's still very much a boys' club here in Hollywood, all this kind of stuff. So I just wish more women. There's so many times I've been on sets where, one, I'm the only woman of color. Ever. I don't think I think there's been one short film that I was on, and it was a very diverse cast. Other than that, especially on the bigger ones, it's just like, okay,
I'm here.
Just gonna be here eating these crackers. So if there was just more women to give those opportunities and make those girl clubs and stuff like that, we gotta have each other's back.
Okay, so
just
then
as much
let's
as they
talk
do.
about how, yes, we women would like to support each other. What about the group of women that decide you're competition? I don't want to support you. What do we say to that? Like,
they're crazy. That's
what are you fretting about?
Yeah. What do you like if your talent, is up here? Yeah. What are you worried about?
What you scared of?
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be.
Any worry. Everybody has their own.
There's a place for everyone.
Right.
Yeah. There is a place for everyone.
Worry.
Maybe a lot of people, they do come together and then realize they can't work together in film.
That's fine.
Which is,
that's completely fine.
I think it's in film, it's different dynamics to working on and offset. Like I can sit and plan with you,
Right.
But then Toni and I maybe can't go on set and be like, okay, you wear your director hat,
Right.
I'll assist you, but then I'm trying to take over,
Right, definitely.
because I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
doesn't
you're
work.
doing a little bit better than I thought.
Yeah. Oh God,
That's,
no, that's
an
crazy.
unfair. I mean,
That's too much
it's an unfair
drama, and that's the
atmosphere.
thing. Like guys, I feel not a guy, but guys, they don't. Obviously, there is that competition and stuff like that,
Right.
but.
It's business.
It's
first.
still business,
Yeah.
you know. They'll get on, you know, if they're a rapper or whatever, they'll get on track with whoever. Yeah, they'll have their little
Sometimes
beefs
I think
in the
it's just
industry.
us women, we're a little smoother. We tend to get for the ones that decide to be a little catty. It gets a little deterred away from men are just kind of like, I don't want her handling my stuff. She's a little up and down. She's all over. But I think when it comes to a woman that it does exactly know what she's doing,
Yeah.
and she has that vision, that passion, and she's on set, it does get a little, I feel sometimes intimidating.
What, for the men?
Yeah.
Or for other women?
The men. No, the men.
Yeah, because-
the men are kind of like,
Yeah, those men are boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why
side
you
eye,
intimidating?
side eye.
Yeah.
What are you mad about? What are you mad about?
Oh no, but I've seen like the eye rolling or God, I'm
Yeah,
being such a bitch or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah, there's been times where I'm usually like the producer or director, and sometimes they're like, okay, this girl knows what she's
Yeah,
doing.
she's
Like
doing
they're
her thing.
supporting and stuff. And then the other people, then there's some guys who are boys,
Yeah.
who are just like rolling their eyes and they're like, oh gosh,
It's
this
like,
is-
Yeah.
grow
come
up.
on.
Would you not want me to know what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
You're like,
we
wait,
can.
hold on.
We totally
Disclaimer?
can.
Okay.
Not on the radio. It's not on the radio,
All
guys.
right. You know what I mean? But like, would you want somebody taking the shit that knows what it's doing? Why are you intimidated by the fact that I know
And
what
that's
I'm
what
doing?
bugs me too. Like when you're working with somebody, do you not want them to know exactly what's happening instead of you like nitpicking at every little bad thing they're doing or every bad thing they're doing if they're horrible? Like you would want to
That
know that
sounds
they're
like personal then.
yeah, and
For sure, yeah. Those are
that's what
personal
it is.
feelings. Yeah, it's not a business.
A lot
yeah.
of the times on set, there's a lot of egos. There's a lot of egos, and I haven't worked on an all female crew before. I've never done that. I don't know if you guys have. Have you guys?
Not
camera-
all female,
Look, I
predominantly female film I've worked
I went
on.
to
Okay.
all girls school, so being around females is empowering for me as an individual.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Same.
like, and I've got loads of aunties and female cousins. I enjoy working with females probably more than I do.
Same.
It's just easier to kind of, really,
Yeah, and relate and connect. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
And I feel like they're a little bit more organized. I feel like
We are.
women are more organized.
That's one thing I've always wanted to do, and I did when I did begin the production company. I did want to make like just a section of one type of genre of film that I can keep as female crew only.
Oh, cool.
So like if I did, I wouldn't want to like put a stigma in there and say, hey, let's do the drama series.
Yeah.
and have the women crew only. I would more want, I don't know, maybe documentary type base.
Maybe,
because
yeah.
I would love to watch, one woman doing the research, one woman out on the field, one woman
sounds
doing
good.
audio. Like it would,
Yeah, that's so
it's for
cool.
me, that's a lot more, that is more diverse and I think more knowledgeable. Like at the end of the day, everybody's learning something. As far as information, the intellect rises and everybody's able to articulate maybe a little different, learn something from the set, learn something from the research, and we all kind of come together.
Right.
So I thought that would be something cool to
sounds
develop, like to have, all female crew and you can guarantee it's always female. And to have that type of atmosphere, not necessarily only in Toronto, that would be wonderful if it's across Canada.
Yeah.
And, people kind of come together and try to make a all-female crew and see how different it would be as far as, I guess, the output of the work.
Right.
And, watching it from point A to all the way to Z and just see, like, what type of difference it would be. Maybe it wouldn't be any different. It would still be amazing and excellent, no problems. But I think there's just a heavy stigma on when females come together, there's an issue.
Yeah, there's gonna be problems.
And I'd like to
but
change that, yeah. But I'd like to
I
change
don't
that.
see that.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
I think
I've been there.
Really
I
think
no.
it's just people on the outside. Like, I
100%.
don't think it's necessarily just men that kind of are like,
Mm-hmm.
when you have a female crew, there's a whole bunch of issues. I think it's just people looking on the outside, looking in. Yeah,
Yeah, and just assuming there's gonna be problems.
but yeah, I think a female crew would be totally dope.
Especially if everybody has come and they're all about the business.
That's all. That's it. That's all that it is.
Yeah, when you're
It's
about
true.
business, yeah,
When
there
that's
shouldn't
all-
be an issue.
There should never be an issue. And everyone's
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Should be no problem.
We should be winning. We should be wanting to win. That should be the end goal.
But can you imagine if, like, literally the most powerful women in film say, come together and make something, why would that be like, you know, diminishing your character as an individual,
right?
As opposed to that growing. You're a part of that. That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Why? I'm not seeing why people aren't kind of taking it that way.
Yeah, I was about to say that's all that it is. Sometimes people like unless they're the star, then they don't want anything to do with it, which is stupid.
Let's hope that changes soon. Let's hope that changes soon. Okay, so what are you guys kind of thinking about the indie industry? Like not specifically Canada. Let's kind of talk about the filmmakers period. We're not just talking about women now.
Yeah.
The filmmakers period, just how are you guys feeling like that industry's growing?
It's a great time. Yeah. It's a great time to be an independent filmmaker. There's all of these platforms, even Netflix. I mean, seriously, if you make a really good friggin' series or something. On Netflix, this guy made it with his cell phone. The entire thing. Right.
His documentary was entirely on his cell phone, and it was amazing. His editing was insane.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And you probably got some nice change for that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's hard to get on Netflix, man.
Yeah, no, I know it's not easy, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Now streaming, right? Like,
That's where everything is going.
You can cut out the greedy Hollywood producers, whatever, and get on with our stuff independently.
It's true, and I'm glad that industry is at least open. It is open to us, and it's not like it's too far in our region, and we're having to talk to the middleman or the Hollywood people.
Yeah,
they're kind of like, no, you're not eligible. Bye.
Yeah.
Back home in London, there's a lot of independent filmmakers, and they coming out with some really good stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm watching
man.
YouTube, I'm like, really, you guys is coming out with this is really good.
Yeah, I love UK stuff.
It's cool, isn't it?
Oh my
good, man.
The indie films in UK
and
okay.
series.
Do you guys have favorites?
So good.
Do you guys have favorites right now?
Favorites? No.
I might drop a few films, but I'm still working on the directors, like who to watch. It's one of those like you're on YouTube, you watch one and then you realize you just watch 12. It's nuts. So I would like to say, I think I was telling you about it. Diaries of a Waste Man.
Oh, I did watch that. It's funny.
What's that?
It is hilarious.
Running it down. Running it down. No, don't that girl. You gotta.
I went to college with that guy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Nicholas.
Oh my
God. And I was
God.
like, that's Nicholas. Don't kill me. And
Good.
he's an amazing actor. He's been in the game for a minute. So it's for him to get something nice like that, and it's really well done as well.
It was like
really well done.
I think the first time I'm watching it, you're supposed to be watching the film, but me, my technical ass, I keep watching I'm watching the angles. I'm like, oh my God, I love this thing, and
I don't even watch movies anymore. They
Yeah,
kind of just play in the background, and I'll be like doing whatever.
It's okay.
Honestly,
It's like you dissect it so much now.
yeah, I think it's a sickness sometimes. You're not even watching the context of the film. You're just watching about what kind of angles are used. You want to know what kind of camera, what like it's insane. Yeah, but I watched that, and because I'm working on my documentary, which I'll tell you guys about at the end of the episode, because I'm working on my documentary, it's just I thought that film was so powerful at the end, although it was a small message. So
no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay.
No. But it's funny, it's hilarious, and why I'm in love with it is because it's so similar to us here. It makes me feel like it's a Toronto man. Just
I know. I hear Waste Man. I'm like, oh no,
Waste Man. That's all you have to hear. Hey, Waste Man. Okay,
It's very similar.
yeah, it's very similar culture, so it's something that we can,
Relate to? Okay. I'm going home to watch this because I ain't got nothing to do after this.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna see it now and see a whole bunch of others that this same production company has done work with, and there's a lot of partnerships. That's why I like UK.
It's
films,
awesome
because I'm seeing some of these indie films, and then all of a sudden they made like a masterpiece. They made like a crazy feature film by joining together. And I think that's the best kind of camaraderie to have, instead of looking like you guys are in competition with each other, because it literally was like a great marriage. They made such a good film together.
I'll give you one great producer, just off the top of my head, director. This guy is amazing, Sebastian, Upshot TV, and he has a series called Just a Couple that just got picked up, I believe, on BBC. So that's
Just a Couple.
Just a Couple. And I got asked to be in it, but I was leaving, wasn't I, to come here?
You're here with us. You're here with us.
I would have loved to have been in it because it's really funny. It's
Yeah.
really funny, and my friends in it. great guy, Michael Salami, great actor. And yeah, check it out.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah,
I love those
listeners, check it out.
stories.
Check it out.
Did you were you guys ever watching Black and Sexy TV?
I did watch that.
Yeah,
I've heard about it from a friend.
It's okay.
He knows who he is.
Yeah, they were great, and they got picked up
They got picked up, yeah.
by HBO, right?
I'm not. Who was it?
Or BT? HBO or BT?
I believe
BT?
maybe BT.
All right.
BT.
Okay.
Yeah, they got picked up by BET to
Nice.
do
Was
some
it
stuff
Issa
over
Rae
there.
got picked up by
Issa Rae got picked up by HBO.
HBO.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a not a partnership. She was in talks with Shonda Rhimes at first to do a series called I Hate LA Guys, but that didn't go anywhere. And then she got picked up by HBO. So it's like,
tough.
Boom, there it is.
It's right
You see?
there.
Like,
It's right there.
see, just put yourself out there.
You just gotta put yourself out there. Keep going. Keep
You
trying.
don't think your stuff is
all of
good.
that.
You got to keep going because someone,
Yeah.
and I mean somebody's gonna pick you
Yeah.
up.
And
Somebody will pick you
The
up.
more you put your hands to your stuff, the better you get over time.
Exactly.
Every project, you use it as experience.
Yep.
I
But
find,
people
you know?
see your groundwork. I think that's what's special and what a lot of, I think, indie filmmakers kind of ignore about themselves. They don't really see it. Like a lot of people that think, that maybe they're doing something for the community and stuff like that, they don't think to themselves they're doing a lot. It's just a natural thing for them. But everyone else on the outskirts is kind of just like, you're doing the most. You're doing a lot right now. And I appreciate you. But when you're an indie filmmaker, I think when you're constantly just going and you're spitting out, all this substance, you don't really realize.
Yeah.
You don't realize that you're putting out some great work here sometimes, but you're growing. You're constantly growing, and then eventually that right person is going to see your growth, all of the foundation work you've just put in, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
Like they're...
Me and my friend have this concept because she's an actress back in England that we talk a lot. Wagon building. So you build your wagon, you put stuff in your wagon, and eventually someone's gonna come along and help you pull your wagon.
right,
And
It's
that
true.
wagon is just gonna get bigger. And
Yeah.
bigger, yeah.
More
And
sad.
But
That's
you
amazing.
gotta fill it.
Yeah, you gotta fill the
gotta
wagon.
start.
And stuff.
No, I like
yeah,
that
because if
concept.
it's empty, everyone's gonna walk by. Like,
your wagon
you can handle that yourself. There's like two things
got a
in
lot of
there.
stuff in there.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff. No, that's a good one. I like that one.
yeah,
I like that.
analogy.
I like that.
That's true. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm writing down. I'm just like writing everything down.
Okay, guys, so we are getting into the part of the show where we talk about a movie clip. So the movie clip that I threw out to the ladies today was Think Like a Man, number 1. And it was Taraji P. Henson's, her clip when she's speaking to Michael Ealy's character with her best friend on the phone. And then she goes to meet him after she's thinking he's a little broke and she doesn't want to deal with him anymore. The question for the day is, are men intimidated by women who know what they want and are upfront about it? Now, we got quite a few answers, but I'm going to read out 2 answers from some of our listeners. So the first is, we're going to start with, we're going to do a male and a female. So we're going to start with the male. So this answer is from Jerry Mead. His short answer is no, but yes. And then elaborating, he says, no, a woman who knows what she wants is attractive to me and other men I know, not intimidating. Goals, ambition, etc. is attractive. Some men I know do prefer the homemaker type and stay away from the go-getter types. But yes, also because what the term knows what she wants is often misused to describe its characteristics like domineering, man of the house, addicted to work, or in the limelight types. I know men who are intimidated by women who come across this way. Some just disinterested or turned off, and some are attracted to it, sometimes bored if she isn't.
Okay.
What are you guys thinking about that one?
I think that most men probably do like the go-getter type because it is kind of like, oh, she knows she a boss.
Right.
All guys like bosses, but whatever. But then I think it's the way certain girls be coming off.
Yeah.
You can know what you want, you can go for it and all that, but no guy wants a masculine girl. And, I've had my partner tell me, you've got to be more girly for me because it's a lot. And I've had to check myself because, as a female that knows what she wants,
Right.
I bloody well do. And as a female that works hard, and I do put in my own work, and I don't want no missing out, but still I have to check myself and be like, that's your partner or that's a man you're trying to attract or whatever. So you have to still be that feminine softness. That
Yeah,
feminine.
you being that.
You can still be
the mirror.
supportive.
You being the mirror in the way you want things along with your man. That might be a little. They might be a little standoffish with it sometimes because they're like, no, I'm supposed to. You know. So there's some men, I guess, sometimes that are kind of just like, you know what, I'll do the thinking.
Some men,
and then the men are kind of like
boys.
Yes, exactly. Some boys
do the thinking.
Some boys.
Okay.
I'll do the thinking, and then you have the woman like, oh no, absolutely not. I'm leaving this relationship, and then she's the man of the next. Like, it's hard.
It definitely is hard.
So I agree. Those different types of different types of views, like saying, you know, man of the house and all of that. Like, I really think when it comes to a woman knowing what she wants, it's more your delivery. It's all about your delivery. And I can know what I want, but I don't have to like be yelling at you at the top of my lungs or me trying to intimidate you, I guess.
Can I just tell you one thing, right? I was watching, I'm not going to put this person on blast because they're a celebrity and if they was to come for me, it's peaking it. But I was watching them on The Breakfast Club one time and their energy as a woman, they're very aggressive.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Very. She may do. I don't even know.
Maybe.
I do. I watch Breakfast Club all the time. Like every day.
Her energy was just so aggressive and I was like, chill. Like, how are you even keeping any men around you?
Yeah.
Like, you can be that assertive boss girl. You can be that. But you still have to be a female. You still have to. I'm sorry if I'm feminizing females by saying this. I don't think I am because I like the fact that femininity can be a very soft, you know, like calm energy. It doesn't always have to be that because that's sometimes leave it to the boys.
Yeah, no, that's true. And to what you're saying, some people will get turned off by you saying, you know, you got to be a female. You got to kind of. Because we always get that thing like you have to be, you know, you have to be softer and like let him be a man. But my opinion is that both parties need to know when to be softer. Yeah. And both parties need to know when to be vulnerable and fall back a little bit. Yeah, and
both sexes can't be aggressive all the time.
All the time. And where are we gonna go with that? And I think that's sometimes where it gets placed. It gets placed on the woman, like, oh, you sweetie, like calm down, blah 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 blah.
Men too.
Yeah, men need to calm the hell down too. If I slap you, like you doing?
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like I will slap you. Like I will slap you.
Chill.
You have to chill out.
Let's stop this.
It's too much. It is. And as females,
I agree.
And I'm that female. Like I am. I'll be honest. Like, I'm single.
Are you calm while they freak out?
No, I'm not.
Are you calm while they freak out? Like, no, I'm more. I'm more. You can keep going. Yeah.
Oh no, I go crazy.
I'm boiling up. No. I'm waiting.
Oh no, I go crazy. No, I go crazy from the
while it's happening.
Yeah, no, gotcha. I'm right at the beginning. But so I'm that female because I've like had to be super independent. I've had to be kind of the person like, no, this is what I want. This is what I don't want in the workplace and personal relationships and friendships, that sort of thing. So I do have a really, really tough exterior, but I feel like I will let that. I know I will let, because it's not like I'm sitting here like, I want no man. Nobody can tell me nothing. Like, I'm not like that, but it's about finding too, like the right person to let you
channel that.
Yeah. And to kind of challenge you and like show you like, look, babe, like you don't have to be on 10 all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what that dating stuff is all about. But a lot of people can't, they just can't deal. Like, after about 2-3 dates, like, I'm done. I'll never find him.
I'll never find him. I don't even get to 2-3 dates at all. No.
Kind of fell in my lap.
Keep your man. Any ladies out there,
just keep him. Just keep him. Figure it out.
The dating world is
work
not fun.
It out. Work it out.
Just work it out. Figure it out.
I ain't got time.
Do you have to deal with that too? That's where I'm saying, but I'm single and dealing with that.
Like, yes, being single now. Let's just say, like, there's a lot of guys that get not upset with the fact that you're like, I'm busy. I don't have time for a man. I don't have time for games. I don't have time for this. They're kind of just like, you know what? if you didn't have time to date, then maybe you shouldn't date. Why'd you start talking to me? And
Not for you
I was
to
like,
be
no.
a F-boy or...
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I'm busy now while we're dating.
Yeah.
If we were to date and I'm your girlfriend, guess what, sweetie? I'm still gonna be busy. So you either take it now.
I
and
wasn't gonna stop being busy.
Guys, what out there? Can I ask? Does anyone know?
Well, I'm not a guy. What you meant?
Let us know. What you
But wish I had a guy in here. Yeah.
Tell us.
Well, somebody told me. No, just kidding. No, the guys who don't have anything going for them at all, they want the girl who, when they pick up the phone, call you, you're gonna be where they want you to be when they
you want them. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the guys who have nothing going for them, or the things that they think are good and popping, you're not.
Yeah.
So they want the girl who's just there when, you know what I'm saying? And then if you're not, and they have nothing going on with them, like if you're not and you're actually doing things, they're just like, well, where are you? You don't give me any time. And
where do I fit in?
Just like, huh?
Can you like sit in the audience of whatever I'm doing and stop your whining,
and just
please?
thank you.
Yeah,
and like clap when I'm done.
But that's
because I'll do the same for you.
That's what I'm saying. And when you I think give them that type of impression, like, listen, all I need you to do is sit your butt in the seat, smile for me, be here for me, be there when I'm done, give me a hug. That's like too little. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to.
Understand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that I don't want to.
That's so annoying. Yeah. Like, yeah, I didn't hear you clapping.
Yeah, I didn't need you
to scream, but I needed you to clap. Like, what are you dealing with?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's funny. It's funny to sit and listen to them kind of talk about what support looks like.
Yeah.
The ones that are dating and then the ones that are in the relationship. So I'm thinking more that the ones, like you said, that have nothing going for them, they're kind of just like, where are you? What are you doing?
And they're not even interested in what you're doing, because
again,
it's a reflection of them.
Yeah.
Because if they get too invested into what you're doing or start paying attention, I think there's a little bit of jealousy that can come creeping in.
Right.
And they don't want to have to deal with the fact that you may be a little bit more successful than they are at this point in their life. So they're just like, oh, are you done? Yeah, I wanted to go and get some wings. And they could care less what you were doing or whatever. And you're just like, can you not call my phone? Can you just do that?
Especially if you're not even giving a hoot about what I'm
right.
Like, I think you did so well, sweetheart. Let's go get something to eat.
The quickest.
Guys,
the quickest.
Like that, don't you know?
I hate that. but then you as a woman, because we're these nurturing,
supposed to be
creatures, we're supposed to be all these things to everybody. When they have something going on, you're there like at your Google researching. Okay, babe, so these are the best price points, and like you're in it, even though you might not even
so
get
invested.
You know what I mean? You might not get your return on investment or whatever the case is. You have nothing really invested in it besides support of your man.
Right.
But you're there and you're in the trenches with them, and when it flips around, they're just like
sometimes. And women alike, I think I can't even say powerful women that are kind of look at it as, you know, I need my man there to support me as well. Like, if they're definitely not in the same element as well as, like, as far as the same lines of business, let's say. One might be in finance, one might be in film. Not communicating about what support looks like.
I need to find me a man.
Write that down.
I'm writing down. That's my thing. I'm writing it down.
I think that creating some sort of language in communication with you two as far as what support looks like, because it could look totally different from one business line to the next. So me knowing that, you know, you bought a ticket to my film, me knowing that you came into that camera store with me to figure out what type of lens I need, little things like that might mean the world to me as far as the support goes. Now the man that might be in the financial, he might need you to maybe look over a spreadsheet for him, like,
or maybe he just needs you to, when he gets home, to
have I'm
ready. I'm gonna be really late. I had a stressful day, and you're like, cool, your dinner's here. Don't even worry about it. His favorite, like, you know, he just got a big business merger, or whatever the case is.
Congratulate him. Make him feel good about himself.
It could look very different, but you have to, as you said, communicate what that is. For you.
And I think that's so important in that relationship. Even if you guys aren't at, you know, the serious point yet, and you guys are dating, and you know, you've been together I guess dating for months. it's important to talk about that from the beginning.
Right.
What do you do? Like, what is your line of work? And
Right.
they tell you, and then that's the first conversation of the second or third date.
Oh, definitely.
What does support look like to you? Like, how would somebody support your
Are you like a cool, if I listen to your things, watch your things? Yeah.
For you to be like, marry me next week.
Yeah, no, exactly. No,
yeah, like just figuring out what it looks like to support somebody, I think is a great conversation to have early on when you're dating.
Definitely.
Definitely an in-depth conversation once you guys are, solidifying that relationship. I that's so important.
Yeah, it's
that literally can be like the nail to the coffin.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Can I flip your question?
Yeah.
So, are women intimidated by powerful, successful men, or are they like?
Since I didn't ask anybody, let's
the real women, not the ones who see them. They're like, jackpot. Real women who actually have things going for themselves and are pursuing or dating a guy who's more successful than them.
Okay, I think that it's definitely, just like you said before, a reflection. Mm-hmm. So women, I think, yes, they're more expressive, but if the woman's feeling like she has shit all going for her, or she maybe can't capture that type of man, if he's like, I guess, a little bit heavier than she's hitting right now, and she might be, still on the growth level he's established, that I think it just looks intimidating. It just looks intimidating, and I think that that's just on a basic spectrum, but I don't know about being completely intimidated by knowing what a man wants. Mm-hmm. I think that really is just conversation. If you have no conversation intellect, you don't know how to carry a conversation, and articulate yourself well. It doesn't even depend on what level you guys are at.
For sure.
You can carry it, you can do it. Yeah. So if your vision or your goals are already set in your mind, you may not be there yet, you're able to articulate that to the man that is maybe not above you, but more in the place where you want to be.
Right.
If you're able to actually speak to them about it, I don't think it should be intimidating. But I think to people I just think to people that aren't able to articulate, it's intimidating to them. Right. Because I don't know how to surface my words to you. I don't know how to be like, can we carry a conversation if we're in a group? Like, where you're with his friends and they're on the same level as your men. Are you able to carry that conversation with them as well? Like, all those factors come in, because I'm like, man, I can't bring you nowhere.
Yeah.
I can't bring you nowhere. Yeah. No, what are you guys thinking?
Well, yeah, definitely depending on where the person feels they are, like, confidently in themselves. Because I wouldn't personally feel no ways. Like, I'd feel more inspired by actually.
And that's the best part.
I would urge these women out there do not feel intimidated.
Do not feel
inspired.
What you said, like, it's so, like, I don't even know if there's like a word for being attracted to this, but like when I see, for instance, say there's an artist, he's like a singer or rapper or whatever the case is, not like anywhere big or anything, maybe he's just an indie artist, and he like goes on stage and he's working the stage and he just knows, he's just like, turn that up, and he just knows exactly what's going on. I'm just like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, or that confidence, and not only the confidence, but to watch somebody pursuing their dreams is so amazing. I got one like a tear comes down. Yeah, just in your element, in your zone. Like, this is you, and like you're so self-aware. You know what you want. Like, that is so attractive to me. Oh, girl, don't get me started. No, it's so attractive. I need to find one of those. Anybody listening?
Anybody
just email me at
after. Well, we will be putting Toni's handle on.
Oh God, no! I'm scared.
Oh my goodness, you'll get the best ones out there. So, ladies, moving on, we're gonna actually read out the female's perspective on this. So Naomi Starr, she says, I definitely think so. I just had a conversation with a man interested in me a few days ago, and he kept trying to swing things toward his casual approach to dating by suggesting I was insecure and needed to let things just flow because he doesn't just jump into dating. Like I told him, you would think a woman being upfront with what she's looking for would be respected, but some men, they try to flip it and make it seem like you're desperate and trying to rush them. I don't know, people are strange these days, but some try to take you down a level when you're too assertive or too sure of yourself. I think it intimidates them because they know they can't mind fuck you and run the show at their convenience.
That's exactly what it is.
Jumping quickly.
Yeah. well, your hair. So
hold on.
Because I just feel like that just sounded so like. So what are you doing? Approaching whoever she was? Are you just approaching this guy and be like, okay, look, this is what I want.
I want to get married.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. To me, that's a bit. It's a bit much.
It's a bit much at the beginning.
There has to be a flow somewhere, otherwise what's the romance? Like, you might as well not be out there trying to look for no man.
Right.
Because you're just gonna get you a robot that you can just tell, like, do what I want.
Do what I like. What's the point of dating if you're just like literally like I want to get married like in 6 months? Can you swing this right now?
You don't even know me yet. Like,
no, for sure. Yeah, she definitely needs. She definitely needs to clarify like how long they've been talking, because definitely at the beginning, you can have a very soft, gentle conversation at the beginning of any sort of dating, and just being like, are you looking for a relationship? What exactly are you looking for? And it's a very simple, you know what, I am looking for a relationship, and so either party can know, I'm not really looking for it's not for me, because there's wherever stage you are in life, if you're ready for a relationship or not. You can say you want one, but if you're actually ready for one, and I think that's a fair conversation to have with the other person. Like,
so what do you think about men or women getting defensive by that? Like, that would say, okay, this is what I want. Like, what are you looking for? And they get defensive about that. Why are you asking me what I'm looking for long term? Like, can't I just be here in the moment in the date? It's like, are you like? What do you guys say to those?
I would ask, well, depends. Like, I just want to know where your head's at. Like, how do you feel? It's just
that's it. It's a general question.
I think a lot of people would feel it out. I think it's best to feel out the conversation. You can't just ask anybody that, or just assume that. You just assume that just because we're sitting here, date 1 or 2, I can ask you now.
Right.
But I think it's kind of feeling it out, because like there are some men that kind of you feel that type of ambiance from them and that demeanor. Like he's a very grounded guy. Like maybe he's got
He'll keep it 100. And those kind of guys, whoever said it, those kind of guys just gonna smash anyways. For most when they get hella defensive, like any guy trying to take you serious is not gonna get
there. Exactly.
Yes. Especially if you're feeling me and you want me and you really want me.
Yeah. It's like, yo, baby, I'll get married to you like in August. It's January.
Exactly. You're not gonna get defensive because they're like, whoa, hold on. and sometimes you just gotta shut them down with the. I never said with you, so.
Right, about your puffing up chest.
So
to me,
I just say in general, I'm looking for a relationship.
I'll just leave.
Let's go. Those men you don't even want anyways, and if that's how he's gonna make you feel, like you should lower your standards or you shouldn't, articulate that. Then he's not the one for you.
Talk about it.
Mentally, you're obviously somewhere he ain't.
That's it. And then you know what? It's better to know in the first 3-4 dates, anyways. To stop wasting time.
And you don't want to be dating this guy for like 3-4 months, and then he's like, relationship who?
Where? How you spell that?
All that.
All kinds. And
that's
he's
already
just like,
been
but I
written
didn't.
Like at least 10-15 times. That's not cool.
But you know what? Also, women, because I hear this all the time from some of my friends. I don't know if they're going to be listening, but because sometimes they're telling me about these guys who do tell them kind of right from the beginning that they're not interested in anything, and then they come to me and they don't hear it, or they think, oh, I'm going to change him, or don't worry, if I jump on the he'll be right here, or if we go on enough dates,
when he gets a little bit of this, we're good to go.
And then they turn around and it's like 2 months later, and then he's like, well, you know what, hold on, and then they're coming to complain, but girl, he said
the man done already told you.
He told you,
and you wanted to stay there conveniently
and try to convince him otherwise. You can't convince a man nothing.
No, if he don't want to.
I don't personally feel sorry for women or men like that. I don't. From when if the woman's telling you, listen, I just broke up with my boyfriend, not really looking for anything right now, and then maybe 4 or 5 months down the line, he's kind of just like, we've been dating for a while, and I was just wondering if you want to make this official. Bye. Mina done already told you. I already done told you
unless it progresses naturally and you hear from my mouth anything different, just assume that.
Maybe if you both come into it and you're both like, you know what, I don't really know what I want. I don't know if it's a relationship. I don't know if it's just a thing. We're just gonna see. If you're both on that level, that's probably the best thing. You know what I mean? But you can't force somebody else to feel that way.
That is red flags. Like immediately. No, ladies. Oh, hold on. Not that. It is red flags when somebody immediately tells you, I don't want a relationship. You're like, let's smooth this out a little. Maybe he might change his mind.
No, don't try.
Actually,
It's not gonna work.
to you.
If you came over there wanting a relationship and he tells you, I'm not really looking for one, that's for you to decide.
Yes, you made the decision.
Like, that's on you now.
That is on you.
It is.
It is on you.
Are you gonna ride cocky and expect receipt afterwards, or are you just gonna ride cocky and get no receipt? Like, it's up to
Right, it's up to you. Because
You totally made
you're
that
there.
decision.
Yeah.
You made that decision.
Don't try to flip it on the man. It's not his fault
That
anymore.
happens so often. I feel bad for guys that are kind
But I
of just
talk
like.
to him all the time. But we go out to dinner all the time. He don't care. He will be like your best friend, smash, and still not want a relationship with you.
Definitely.
Like, and it's not even you, homegirl. It's just him.
It's just him. He just
a lot
didn't
of
want it.
guys too. Like, unless they're where they want to be in their life financially, career wise, or whatever the case is, anyways.
Yeah,
they
they
even
don't
want
want
a
it.
real relationship, anyways. A lot of the times, so it's not say like it's a a monolith and it never happens otherwise. I'm just saying, a lot of the times, if you can see that he's not all the way where he
And
wants
he
to
told
be.
you, I feel a way when women act like they never heard it first or
Yes.
they never heard it before.
I know. Yeah.
They heard it. They completely took it out.
Right.
Just released it. It went ear to ear out.
Yeah.
And then some of them don't even ask because they don't. They know what the answer is going to be because
don't
his
wanna hear
movements show you
Right,
what he
right,
wants,
right.
but they don't even ask because they're like, oh well, he
And then
didn't
they're
tell you.
surprised
I'm
later.
sure he showed you though, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he showed you because when you try to invite him to your mama's cookout, he was like, nah, I'm good. Like he's not. Like you know what I'm saying?
not
He's showing
engaged.
you
Yeah,
that he's
it's
not.
true.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Gamble with your heart.
No,
over, like,
don't.
Any guy that's showing you signs in it. That's what I say.
But then that's when houses get blown up, people get beat up. Like that's what the girls get crazy.
Yeah,
they're
no,
like,
no.
no, but you told me.
Like you
I don't-
said last
You
week,
said-
you
Yeah.
really love my cooking. Okay.
Buddy boiler, like,
All right.
You said you love my cooking.
Okay.
That's a make or break deal right there. Like, oh, guys, I got him.
Yeah, oh, I was
him in
simmering that oxtail. Oh, okay. Okay. Don't force anything. Please don't.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna move on to relationships captured on social media. So what we're gonna talk about is just generally, what does it look like to us as women, seeing other relationships on social media, just on the general base, not stars, but more people who we either know in everyday life or just
Regulars?
people that we kind of stumble upon. What do you guys think about people that place their relationships on social media constantly?
Oh, constantly.
Constantly, consistently. It is a daily thing.
daily.
Oh, that's a lot.
I mean, I don't like seeing anything consistently.
Yeah, exactly.
It's overkill for me.
I can't even do your selfies every day.
Thank
Like,
you. Like, put
bro,
on my
chill.
every other
Something
time.
else. Let me
I
see
know
what you
you look
ate
like.
for breakfast. Something else, please.
You know what I mean? Switch up a bit.
Gosh,
I don't
anyways.
want to see no one of them man every day, first of all. And if
Yeah.
I,
No.
Like, I won't follow.
And that's not even being a hater. It's just like, I just don't want to
Don't
see
need
it
to see it every day. Right. What are you doing as an individual? If it's
Right,
your
that's not your whole life,
If it's your
though.
page, if you guys, for example, if it's like a music duo, I know like a few people that I'm following on Instagram, let's say, they're a couple that sings. They're growing together as far as career wise, and that's okay.
Right. Well, that's
cool
their
to watch
brand,
something
though.
like that. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
branding.
Yeah.
But literally, some people have breakfast.
Too much time on their hands.
way too much time to even posting every day unless it's your brand.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you're
That's
not-
the difference between the business side of life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Media, just
Like you ain't got no life.
Yeah, but no, there's it's real. It's
I
so
can't.
real.
Sometimes when I know I need to post something, I'm sitting here like, oh my god, post.
Should I?
Like I don't even know, but I have to because
Yeah.
again, trying to build the business,
brand,
trying to
yeah.
build the brand, and those people who can just do it every day about their man all the time. It's just like there's the ones who talk to their man literally 24/7 and have to go everywhere with them, and they see their actual friends maybe once every other month or anything. I fear for those women because I'm just like, girl,
You'll be destroyed when they leave.
Yeah.
Like
Well, no one-
what will
Listen,
you do?
what will you do?
Yeah, what will you do if he or she leaves you? Like what's gonna happen? Nothing to post. That's gonna happen.
It's true. No, you always have to have your own individual lives. Like I don't know, I'm a little bit of a romantic where I do think that you can find someone to be your other half. Like when I hear that, I'm not like, oh god, that's disgusting. I'm not like, what do you mean your other half? You should be a whole and blah blah blah. I get that kind of stuff. Like I understand like when you feel like, okay, this is a part of my life that I feel like I've been missing. You fill that void. 'Cause I
Right.
think that's what us as humans, whether it's friendships or relationships, there are people out there in the world that that eventually will come to you to fill that void that you've been missing. Because at the end of the day, you can't talk to yourself all damn day long. You know what I'm saying? Right. So there are people who are going to be there to fill that void. But if your entire existence is based on what that person feels and what that person says and how that person interacts with you, there's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, you have to be able to stand on your own two feet.
Has to be some sort of individuality, right?
Your own thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
But I sound like a hater because I'm single, so my opinion is
You're still not, though.
You're not. Talk to me.
Did I say I'm single?
Me and Allia will call you out. Hey. We're going to call you out one time. No. Okay, guys. So we are going to go into news and events.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to talk about a few things that are happening in the city very soon. And also, we are going to plug in what we're doing. Cool. So
Again.
I did that. Listen, we already did it. She already did the job. Guys. It's done.
She's like, but I could do it again.
Kicked it out. I mean, you're asking me again, I'll do it. All right. So there are one thing that's big for me. I don't know about you ladies. I'll be going to the Black Film Festival. I have my all access pass ready to go.
Awesome.
I missed it last year. Totally heartbroken over it.
I was there for a few last year.
Yeah, no, I'm planning to go to quite a few. I haven't been to any of the panel discussions before, but the Black Film Festival is beginning February the 15th, I believe. And yeah, just super excited about it to start. And I have quite a bit of films that I'd like to watch. I cannot name them right now because I know them by picture and poster. Yes, so that's coming up.
It's awesome.
I have 2 events coming up. I wanted to kind of speak on the preambles about it and just talk about like where they're coming from. So the Confidence to Use coming up next week. That's February 11th as well. That's coming up at 170 Memorial Park Drive. It's in East York. It's from 1 to 5. And we are going to be talking to entrepreneurs and having a panel discussion. So it's going to be successful entrepreneurs that are going to be kind of dropping gems and people from all walks. So people who are publishers, authors, people who are hairstylists, kind of grown their own business, and they're super successful right now. So they're coming to talk to just entrepreneurs in the attendance. And yeah, it's going to be great. And this is going to be the second one. I had my first one last year, November. It was a great success. So I'm hoping that, this second time around, everybody's going to be there. Smiles on. You guys can get your tickets at eventbrite.ca. Just search The Confidence in You, Pave the Way, I'm Self-Made. The second event is very anticipated for me. I've been planning this for about 5 months now. It's called It Was Written. It Was Written is an event that I thought about for my documentary. I was trying to figure out a way that I can give the message to the masses and also get a community discussion as well. So the community discussion is coming from a documentary that I'm filming called Through Devon's Eyes. The documentary is based on my cousin. He passed away in 2014. He was incarcerated 8.5 years in Cleveland, Ohio. Wow. But while he was there, he did a lot of amazing things. He, taught people how to read. He gave clothes off his back. He was like Santa Claus, had bags coming down and giving different men. He didn't even know things that he felt he can give away and he didn't really need for himself. He was very well supported by his mom, my aunt. She is going to actually be speaking at the event, talking about how important support is from your family while you're incarcerated and reintegrating back into society. So yes, the documentary is going to focus on incarceration and reintegration and how we as a community need to support these Black men. It's based on Black men and Black youth and just kind of deterring them away from the life of crime and just thinking that, I'm nothing because of the color of my skin, because of what social media and the media tells me. Right. And it's not helpful that, us as a community, sometimes when they come back, they're kind of shunned or blacklisted, and you're dotted now. You've been incarcerated, and now you can't do anything. Right. So we're going to be having a discussion about that, and I'm super excited about the attendance for that. Tickets are flying. I'm super happy. Awesome. So yeah, that's coming up. You ladies, what do you guys got going on?
Oh, me? No. Okay. Well, I have no events, y'all. But No. So I recently started in, I guess, the beginning of January. I started an interview series on YouTube. You can find it if you search the Toni Francis. So pretty much, as I was telling Allia earlier, that I like listen to the Breakfast Club every single day. I love that show, radio show, whatever it's called. And I just found that there was just nothing here. Like no one was conducting interviews that way and having those kind of different conversations. They're so good. Like, you know, and they're just real and they're funny, or they'll be, you know, and then when they're talking about social issues, that's a part of it. And they're able to talk about a variety of things in kind of this hub. And I felt like that wasn't, I never saw anyone, I haven't seen anyone do it here. No one is doing it here. The big media guys are the only ones that are around. So like the CTVs and the Globals and National Post and that sort of thing. Huffington Post Canada. So they're kind of, when things are going on, everyone kind of goes to them to share whatever stories and that sort of thing. So I just kind of wanted to be the voice of the people. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So yeah, well, thank you.
What's to the people, Mike?
Yes, exactly. So I'm really excited. I've gotten some like really great reception so far. Have some ideas of people to talk to and that sort of thing. So yeah,
That's amazing.
That's wicked.
oh, thank you.
All right.
Okay, oh yes, mine. Again.
Come on, like you know this.
Man, we done taught you already. Come on now.
So I've got my Queen Lost, Queen Found films, Queen Lost, Queen Found brand, and under that I have my Stage and Parlay with Allia Janay. Parlay is French for, does anyone know?
No.
It's French for talk.
Oh, I know that. Damn it.
Should have. I took it till grade 9, guys.
I know
tried
how to spell it. I know.
It didn't work.
Parle with the accent.
Sounds like you.
With R at the end. But yes.
R. I was gonna say that, you don't know.
Wrong.
Because I'm saying it and I'm like, Stage and Parlay. Does anyone even know what the hell I'm saying? Right. It just means talk. So it's essentially, I would say, kind of like a PSA for African Caribbean health awareness and the lack of conversation surrounding it. And I've kind of pieced it together to be a style, like I guess a journalism documentary-esque piece.
Right.
With performances by moi. I'm doing a few things in there. I'm doing characterization, improv as a performer, actress. I do like a song thing in there and a rendition, and I think I do a little dance. So,
You have to.
Because performance studies is my strong suit, and filmography, I guess, came second to that because I learned theatre first. So yeah, I just wanted to merge the worlds together. And journalism, I worked with New Tribe and New People magazine, and I love writing and the real. I'm about the real, as Toni said, and talking about what are the issues, community-based issues. What do we need to do? What do we need to be discussing in 2017?
Right.
Like health is
important.
Right now, like a big thing with the community that is overlooked, and we're having people younger and younger deceased.
Right.
Like it's great back home. 2 funerals, 25. One was 25. I think one was like 27.
Wow.
Cancer, heart disease. Like it's just
it's getting younger and younger.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves, man.
Right. Accountability for self. So that's essentially what this video is about. Episode 1 of Stage and Parlay. It's a 3-episode series thing. Different episodes, 2 other episodes will be different.
How long are each of them?
Okay, so this first one is quite long because I was like, this is important.
Yeah.
So I made this one probably about 40 minutes.
Okay.
No, that's
and
good.
then the other ones, I don't think they'll be as long as that. But
Great.
this one,
You needed to create that base.
I've got Brother Polite. Brother Polite is an amazing activist, amazing health conscious brother that learned from Dr. Sabi. He's in the video as well. I got a nice interview with him discussing black health issues. So yeah, I'm gonna spread this video around like some sort of, I don't know what.
Right.
I want everybody to know it. Save a life, save a self, save a family.
Right.
Like, health is, for somebody like myself, me and my partner, we started doing pescatarianism, veganism, more like being more
conscious,
and I felt myself the difference, and I see the difference, and I don't want to hear more stories about younger people eating themselves to death.
Right, to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So this is Stage and Parlay with
big conversation to have, and it's so needed
to talk about.
Definitely. I can't wait to look out for that. You guys all look out for what Miss Toni Francis is doing and Allia Janay, what they are both doing. It's both amazing things, and you guys keep up with it. What's next? So we're going to be we're going to be covering a video aspect of the VVS Flow. So you ladies will be probably a part of it very soon. I'll be calling you. Okay. But the VVS Flow Wednesdays, we're calling it Wise Up Wednesdays. Yes, because we're from Toronto, we're extra like that. Wise Up Wednesdays. Wise Up Wednesdays is going to be a visual part of the VVS Flow where we're going to be looking at artists from Toronto and we're going to be featuring them. So it's going to be you guys watching short interviews. It's going to be about 2 to 3 minutes long. So we can look out for it every other Wednesday and you guys will see a new artist, new face, new interview, and just put them on that seat because we need to, like we were talking about most of the show, support. Yeah. So we want to support our city and then eventually support the country and then, go as big as we can with this. Women in film, women in audio, we got to plug it all together. Yep. Stay connected with us. Like our Facebook page, The VVS Flow. You can also reach me personally at DYMONDCONCEPTENT. That's Diamond Concept Entertainment on Instagram. I just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the very first episode of The VVS Flow, where we bring the clarity to the real. Join us next week for an amazing show, and I'll be taking you out with Kehlani featuring Chance the Rapper, The Way.
You're so damn important. Everything you do shows me you know it. Behind it all, you are the motive. Don't tell you enough, but baby, I'll show it. He say the king where we come from, taking young queens to no one. So baby, I'ma drive it like it's stolen. I'ma fix it like it's broken. We can catch a flight up to London, go to the mall for the lump sum. They could try to catch up to us, but they're too busy making assumptions. Boy, all I do is stay up all night, losing sleep over you. Drive myself crazy, think about my. Use the way you walk, way you talk, babe. Use the way you love, the way you fuck, the way. Use the way you are, you're a star, babe. Use the way you, it's the way you are.
She said, I ain't even make my bed up. Watch your step, you gon' wake my mama and dad up.
Girl, didn't I tell you at the damn club? We gon' wake your neighbors, turn your block club to my fan club. And it happened so fast. Damn, I'm glad I strapped up. Ask her when she finished, if she came, she said I lapped ya twice. Run it back for the door, rematch. Flip the crib when we fought, rematch. It get hot then no more, glass cup. You can ask her if I fuck, she get thought. I gotta keep it a secret, I keep a key in my lower pocket. Inside the register below the lower octave. Dirty laundry in my closet, they be strung out on the street. Left it dry with draw sheets and no deposit. But don't gotta worry, put my hand on your mouth, put my hands in your mouth, girl. We got friends at my house, you know the way.
It's the way you walk, way you talk, babe. It's the way you love, the way you fuck, the way. It's the way you are, you're a star, babe. It's the way you, it's the way you are. This thing we got is crazy. Only thing I know is you're my baby. Whatever down, I am your lady. Always for sure, never a maybe. Never met someone who spoke my language. Never met a nigga done with playing. You the type of nigga make me lane switch. Hand me the brush and say paint it. Give me your heart and I hold it. Show me your soul and I mold it. Baby boy, you gotta be the dopest. Gotta be the fuck with the coldest. Boy, I know all I do is stay up all night, losing sleep over you. Drive myself crazy. Think about my baby. Use the way you walk, way you talk, babe. Use the way you love, the way you fuck, the way. Use the way you are, you're a star, babe. Use the way you, it's the way you are.